So you know how on the news these days, there's just this endless stream of horrendous shit going down. Like every single night. Suicide bombs, mass shootings, school massacres, genocides. It's like the end of the world or something. And it feels sort of voyeuristic to watch it, but sort of disrespectful to switch it off. And a part of you feels really heartbroken for the people caught up in that day's headline. And you're like, could I even cope if that stuff happened to me? Or would I just... And then you're like, nah, that's never going to happen to me, right? That's a somebody else thing, not a me thing. Because you literally can't conceive of it happening to you. And then it does. It does happen to you. And nothing could prepare you for how fierce it is. So I found out my mum was dead on Twitter. Which isn't, great. Yeah. It was about 10:30 on a Friday morning, and I was just printing off some stuff for a client workshop at 11. And the printer was just being, oh, you fucking, And out of absolutely nowhere, there was just this massive, massive bang. It wasn't even like a sound. I don't even know the word. It was just this pure violence. And I must have been knocked down by the blast because I was on the floor. And so I got up and I was like deaf. It's like my ears were underwater. And so I looked up and all the windows in the office were broken, and I was like, shit. And everybody was bleeding and covered in dust and just really shocked isn't the word. They were like wired and breathing really fast and just acting strange and shaking. And this one woman was screaming. So me and this other girl tried to calm her down. And then everybody wanted to get the fuck out of the office, run for the hills. But then the facilities guys were like, stay where you are, it's not safe to leave the building. And I was like, fuck that! Who listens to the facilities guys? You're wearing a yellow Dayglow tab, it doesn't make you the king of the fucking world. You megalomaniac, pompous, fuckstick cunts. But a part of me knew they were probably right. And so I brushed the glass off my desk, and by that point I was sort of an autopilot, like trying to re-normalize the situation. So I sat back down and I was trying to do this deep breathing from my yoga, but it wasn't helping in the slightest. And so I did what probably millions of other people were doing at the same moment. I googled explosion London. And within 2 seconds, I found this picture of this woman lying face down on the street in a pool of... She was in a really bad way. It was like the bottom half of her was just gone. And that was like 5 minutes after it happened. She was outside Space and K. And all the hair on my arms was standing up. And I was like, can't be. But in my heart, I knew that it was.